Hey everyone, it's the Saint coming to you with my latest King of the Hill match. I wanted to try something a little different today and kind of do a live commentary, a little Sancho West style if anybody has watched his videos. This is from a little bit ago when my account was fairly new. I'm using AK-47 and I don't have all my loadout points yet. I think I only have 23. So this is a nice one for people newer to the game to watch as well. And we'll just kind of speed up through these parts that don't have, well, I'm looking for the action. I'm on Treasury, get that guy that's just randomly swinging on the rope. And yeah, I'm using AK with strafe speed. I usually like to have strafe speed on my guns. It's a good way to win one-on-one battles a lot of the time. And I think I'm also using grenade launcher, which I don't normally like to use in this game, but I think I was trying to get heavy weapon downs to unlock the ARX, which I do like to use. That's pretty much the only heavy weapon I do like to use. I see people using grenade launcher a lot, and that's fine. It's just a really annoying gun. I feel like it doesn't take a ton of skill. This guy's trying to hook me, and this is something that annoys me about this game. I always lose those ledge battles. I mean, I'm sitting there mashing square and doesn't let me pull him down. He just gets to kick me off. But that is what it is, something we have to deal with. I'm playing with my friend the Echo Laco in this game. He's a good player. We have a good time playing together. I try to these days play in like groups of just 2, maybe 3. I usually get in a group of 3 when we get really frustrated because we wind up with players that always go like 0 and 15 on our team.
Not gonna make it much longer. Thanks.
We'll pick that guy up. And you can see I'm still playing with my basic Sam skin. Toss a grenade, lead that guy into it. That's a good tip for beginners. Even people who aren't used to using grenade is bouncing it off the ground or off the walls is a good way to get that timer going, and you can lead people, just like throwing a football. You know, think where they're gonna be, or you can even throw it to the side of them and force them to one side where you're waiting to shoot them. Just a good little strategy there. When I'm healing on this hill, I like to get back up in that tower, kind of watch over my team, and use like a ranged gun, like maybe a Kravask or whatever you use, and just kind of keep healing the team, keep a couple people on the hill. This is a nice little angle for this hill. Once you get a little more advanced, this game's all about angles. You gotta find that spot. That was a good shot by that guy. I shouldn't have popped out, really. Just standing still. That's a clutch revive, though, by Ecolaco. Honestly, these guys should be pushing me way harder, but I mean, I do have a guy up in the tower helping me out. But they're allowing me to hold this hill way longer than they should, and I'm even able to push them. Always try to keep moving. Don't stay in one spot too long. See here, roll out of that. And then get blind fired in the back.
Have some of this.
See, I threw that grenade right there behind him to force him up into us, and we just gunned him down instantly.
You don't like that, do you? Yeah, let me help you.
Glad you came along.
Got one.
You see I switched there to the para to KO him. I really like to use pistols if you can. It's a good idea to get good at swapping weapons. I like to use pistols to KO people just because it's a really fast reload time.
I'm good.
In case somebody comes up on you that you're not expecting. You can pretty much be ready. And look at this nade ricochet. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about with knocking it off the walls and such. It doesn't really give people time to react and get out of the way.
It ain't your lucky day.
Don't normally advise standing still shooting someone from long range like that, but AK is pretty accurate, so I was able to hit this guy and he couldn't snipe us. I just assumed he didn't have Hardened 2 on.
Almost had him.
I feel like everyone's using brutes lately. Like halfway through a game you'll see about 3 brutes out. But the beautiful thing is you can just rope swing them out. Nice melee. I love going around trolling people with melee. (16-2), nice start. I check my score way too much. See right here, if I had to do this over again, I would, instead of lofting that grenade, I would have bounced it off of that pillar instead of off the base of it. It would have exploded a little quicker, I would have gotten down there. But sometimes you mess up. Yeah, and here comes the China Lakes. I'll probably miss a few shots with it. The arc takes a little getting used to.
I got dropped. This is an official goddamn emergency, people.
Just wait patiently here.
Sure use a leg
Check, make
up
sure we
right
don't get hit in the back. And then China Lake. It is good for busting up groups, people that are camping together. You can stun several of them, or even just outright kill them. Let's see if we can grab a flank here. See, like normally I would just shoot that guy and kill him instantly, but we're trying to get some heavy weapon downs here to unlock ARX.
Got one.
See, look at this angle. Like, he can't even see me, but I'm able to kill him. We'll get that guy down there and try to save our teammates. And they're all rezzing behind me. Nice. Trying to flank me.
You like that?
Not sure what he was doing, popping a sniper bot there.
Put one down.
Led that guy right into a grenade. Nice. And then I lose to that guy. Not really sure how I lost that gun battle. But good for him. Good on him. We'll go for another flank here. Flanking sometimes is a good idea, but you don't always want to abandon your teammates and leave someone alone at the hill, that kind of thing. So you just have to kind of time it right, play it by feel. It's different every game. Some games people are really aware of the flank and they'll just be waiting there to kill you.
Don't test me. It's not your day. Don't forget to ride.
I'm not sure how nobody saw this guy. He was just kind of hanging out near the sniper bot, which somehow wasn't shooting him. I guess it was glitched out. And you see there, I switched loadouts again. Like I like to have a couple different loadouts for each game. Like one where maybe you are trying to acquire more cash. I like using cash turret. Look at this with Ricochet. This is great for breaking up groups, ricocheting off walls, really catching by surprise. Go up a little higher, try and take out that brute. And I'm being very aggressive there. I tend to be aggressive anyway, but I'm being very aggressive here because I know I have a healer right behind me, behind cover. And so I can sit out there when I'm in the gray and just keep shooting. I'm putting pressure on them because I know I have someone there ready to pick me back up. So make sure you utilize your teammates, know your team, just kind of be aware of the situation. And see, I rolled out of that grenade there, which is okay. but I have a bad habit of doing that. It's better to jump away usually. You're less likely to be stunned and maybe even damaged a little less. Don't be too afraid to die. I mean, you don't want to die too much and give them a bunch of money and everything and put yourself out of the game for a little bit. But I mean, you see there, I was able to push in, take out two, and that with two teammates behind me, that really puts a lot of pressure on them. And it's really about the objective, not your kill to death ratio, really.
What the hell?
As I get melee down. Will Usain Bolt back to the hill? And try to get to know the spawn points, like where people are likely to spawn in each map. It tends to be on the opposite side of where your team is, so just kind of get an idea of where people like to spawn, and you can kind of plan your route to the map, or even if you want to try and flank them. There's a good China Lake shot, and I just totally missed 2 in a row. Like, that guy should be dead. But no big deal. We're winning. And you don't always want to KO people right away. Sometimes it's good to leave them down if you're in a good position. You can bait them, like, you know, I was able to bait this guy right into another China Lake, basically. Even though he lag killed me with melee. That is the frustrating thing about this game. But we're alive, and it's all good. Thank you, GTA. I would say in most modes, but especially King of the Hill, reviving is so important. Like, I would personally recommend revive packs to most people, even good players. The only time you should be using grenades or C4 if you're really good with them, and basically you're like leading the team in downs or getting a ton of downs. Otherwise, you're probably more useful healing.
Here you go.
See, like, that would have been a tough kill without grenades. Someone on your team needs to run grenades, but ideally someone who's pretty good with them, where you can kill people in a spot where it's tough to push, because you know they might have teammates backing them up if you did just run in there and you just die instantly. But hold off the win, throw off a celebratory China Lake, and let me know what you guys thinking about this kind of format, me talking through it. At 40 downs, 18 assists. I always lead almost every game in assists. It's just how I play. And thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, and please check back for more.